Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and I've been out here picking beans like crazy. We have had so much rain, just tons. Look at these beautiful beans. These are nice, beautiful wax beans. I've got, about 4 different kinds of beans in this little bunch right here. I'm going to do a little bit of a walk around today and while I'm picking and show you how things are doing. That's beautiful. Look here. I picked a bunch of purple ones up in my front bed today too. So I've been picking beans and I've been canning beans and selling beans and just so much. I got so many beans that are coming out my ears. And it's great though. I planted a lot for that reason because I wanted to have extra to sell and my family loves beans. So people definitely have been buying extra beans this year from me. These are beautiful. We won't stay on this bed too long. I'll pick this and then we'll be on our way to a little bit of a garden tour. Look at this. This pan is just loaded. I have picked bushels, probably 3 bushels out of my garden itself. Full of beans. Those ones can get just a little bit bigger for me. Look at the size of these, aren't they beautiful? Gorgeous. So very beautiful. Little Miss Stella has been picking a lot of stuff. I just come out here with my garden cart and pick, and I love this. There's nothing like being in a garden. Absolutely, it is my favorite place. Beside of my pantry in the wintertime. Probably wish I lived in an area where you could grow a garden all year round. I'd be happy, happy. Okay, friends. I'm going to show you some of these beautiful sunflowers I've got too. They're gorgeous. Look at how gorgeous he is. And they're tall. Look at those, have to be about 10 feet tall or better. They're just beautiful. And on the other side where the sun is, they're really prominent over there. Take a look at him. Absolutely beautiful. Look, friends. We're inside the trellis where the birdhouse gourds are growing, and look how beautiful they are. I got that big one. I got that one. There's one growing right up there laying on the fence. They're just loaded in here. Absolutely. They're beautiful. I've got lots of them this year. And I can't wait because then I'm going to dry them, and next year I am going to go ahead and paint them and sell them. And look at my cucumbers. I'm not having a good year with cucumbers this year, and I don't know why. That maybe, I don't know if it's because I planted them early or what, but they're not doing as good as they could be, especially last year. It seemed like I had, just last year I had so many I didn't know what to do with them. Oh, look at the size of this one. They're huge. Absolutely. And little Miss Stella usually keeps up on them, but they've been gone for a couple days, so. Look at my celery. It's doing amazing. I'm almost tempted to come and pick a couple stalks and see how it tastes. I still got two rutabagas in there, and I'm just leaving them there for the meantime. All kinds of tomatoes. My tomatoes are going wild. And look up here, all my beans hanging. See this? All these beans hanging. I gotta get these picked. Just so many of them. I gotta get my cart. We'll go around this way. It's gorgeous through here. I've got a lot of peppers coming out. I've been selling some green tomatoes, and people love buying them. They love the fried green tomatoes. So I'm going to pick these beans real quick. Then we'll move on to the next. But look at them all. It's just loaded. These are my rattlesnake beans. They're beautiful. On the other side over here, friends, this is red noodle beans that I planted. And I won't plant them again because they didn't do anything. I love this in here. All these beans. Just tons of them. I've already got 6 quart bags of beans out in my garden stand, and I have canned up about 25 quarts of them already. I froze about 5 quarts, so I've got beans coming everywhere. That's all right, because my family loves them. I'm going to have to stake this one here because it's leaning way over on the beans as well as this one. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to stake those up and then they'll be fine. Those are doing really good. I am going to do a video. Gardeners got a challenge to do Gardening 2021, the good, bad, and the ugly. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that video, but it's not going to be included with this one. I'm just going to take you on a bit of a garden tour today. But look at how beautiful the tomatoes are doing. That's where I've been. Look at the size of this one. Isn't this a gorgeous one? You want to know? It's beautiful. Was it 2 years ago? I grew tomatoes out here. Last year this wasn't tomatoes, but 2 years ago it was. And I remember watching on YouTube how they had a tomato challenge going to see who could grow the largest tomato. Well, I'm telling you, friends, with God as my witness, I should have joined in on that because I think the largest tomato they had was 2.7 pounds. And I grew one that was 3.1 pounds. It was beautiful, big, beautiful tomato. And it was a yellow one, and I gave it to my friend David to eat. He loved it. Tomatoes have outgrown these cages. And you know, I thought at first that these were the termites. So I just stuck these little tomato cages in here. But these happen to be indeterminate. So now this is what I do. I don't have anything on hand, so I just, invent this here. I just take these, and I got my little zip tie here, and I just zip tie it around there, and that will hold it up enough for me, maybe. There we go. That will hold that branch up so that it doesn't break anymore. Sometimes this is a booger to do. There. And it just stays nice and snug up there. I had to put a stake in here too. I even got stuff growing in the compost bin. That's my little compost bucket I keep out behind my greenhouse. I even got stuff growing in there. This stuff is doing really good. I got a little pepper on there. And I got this pepper here, could probably be picked. I'm going to snip it with my, don't let Stella know this one. I better twist it. I'll twist this one. Isn't that beautiful? That's a Hungarian hot pepper. We're going to put that in the bucket. I got 2 beautiful eggplants going here too. Just gorgeous. And they pair well. They're good companions with gourds. So they'll do good. I got beets in this one here. And they're doing pretty good. You can see the size of that beet coming along there. They're going to do real good. And then that little bucket over there is Stella's cucumber that she planted a while back. We might have cucumbers from it. We might not. We don't have that long of a growing season. But take a look here, friends. I'll show you this garden is doing just delightful. I better go on the other side because the sun is going to blind me. All the sunflowers are just gorgeous in here, though. I'll show you this one first over here. This is doing fantastic. I got a volunteer sunflower coming right up in the middle. See it? right there. These are not so good. These are Roma tomatoes, and they have blight. See that? That's blight. See how that does? Terrible. That's the ugly of gardening and the bad of gardening. But I still think that I'm going to get quite a few tomatoes on it. You know, there's lots of tomatoes on these. I mean, they produced real well. It's just now that they got blight, they won't do as well as they could have. So, and I got some green beans in there and some pepper plants growing in here. And you can see over here on this side, you can see all the beautiful tomatoes, the Roma tomatoes, and you can see the peppers starting. So those are doing real good over there. And the ducks went to a new home. So all I have is my chickens in there, and all the chickens are in there. Even the little turkin that I just put in there last night. I put the little guy in there. So they're all doing real good. They're learning a pecking order. They still fuss and fight a little bit, but they're doing pretty good. And I've been selling eggs out at my market stand like crazy. I harvested half of this potato bed. This is my Irish cobbler potatoes, and they're delicious. I harvested half of that bed. That's my big bed of kale, and I've been harvesting that and selling that like crazy. I have to put, and you'll see, I'll take you to the market stand after our garden tour, and I'll show you all the stuff I got in there and how it's doing. But I sell a lot of kale. And look, friends, I still got more of these that are ready to be picked. I'm just going to give it a twist. That's a beautiful one. I made a beautiful stir fry last night with everything that I picked out of the garden. And it was fantastic. We're going to pick this one too. There we go. I don't see any more up in there ready to pick, so we're good for right now. Those are gorgeous. Put that in there. My dill is doing good up there. You see it? And that my kale, I've been harvesting a lot of that right there. Okay, we're going to go over here. I'm going to show you how these sunflowers, how gorgeous it is from the front. That is a great big thing of, a great big plant of sweet basil. And I planted this. It was just a little strand when I planted it. And I thought, well, I'll be lucky if that grows. But boy, has it ever. Look at the beautiful sunflowers. I've been selling the bouquets of them. Actually, I've just been selling them like 50 cents a piece. Look at how beautiful. I've got all different colors and kinds. Such a variety. Well, I thought I had, look at that. Just take a look at that. That's just breathtaking. Look at, you can see the bees on them. They're beautiful. But I have been selling a lot of them. The garden's doing fantastic. Look at all the beans. I've been picking beans like crazy. This is like the third picking. I did the third picking on these yesterday. All the tomato plants are doing real good. Now, I did lose the first one I had in a row, but the rest of these are doing beautiful. And I have no idea what that is. None whatsoever. I thought I planted butternut squash, and the labels must have gotten mixed up. But look, I've got a couple of them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They're some kind of squash, but I have no idea what. Maybe somebody can tell me, so I will know. Oh, okay, here you go. I'm going to give you one sure problem in a garden. Let me turn around here. Let's see if I can get this. Can you see this? That's the doings of a hornworm. So, we're going to find that booger, and I've already found him. Look at him. He's right there. That big fat ass. I am going to just do him in, and then I'm going to spray my BT out here. So let's take him off there. I'm going to put him on the ground, and I'm going to stomp him. Okay, he's gone. He created a little bit of damage there, though. It won't come back either. So I just picked a huge green bean out of the garden. Look at that. I can't believe all the green beans. Yep, so I'll have to spray my BT out here. And that will get rid of any infestation I might get of them. Looks like that's the only tomato plant he's on, so hopefully that's the only one out there. But I'll spray the BT anyway on all of them. These are doing good. These are almost to the top of the cage here. I got tomatoes. Look at them all. These are called, let me see if I can get you in there. These are called super beefsteaks. I got the sun in my eyes. Can you see all them? They're beautiful. I'm going to check for cucumbers while we're out here. Okay, I'm in the shade. You see the cabbage plants are doing real good. I harvested the potatoes. My collard greens up there, my dill, my flowers, everything in there is doing just fantastic. I'm so impressed this year with it. Look at all my, that's not kale, that is, oh goodness sakes, collard greens. There we go. I knew I'd figure it out. This one here is just a hot mess. And I know there's patty pans in here. There's 3 patty pan plants in here. See, there's one patty pan right there. And there's a couple more down over there. Some nice large ones. And that grows huge. So I'm going to come out here and trim this down some, prune it down some, and give it a little bit more airflow. But that's doing good. I haven't done anything with the onions. I'm just picking them as I go because I'm selling them out in my market stand. These are the giant Marconi peppers, and these are my little Hungarian hots. So these are my little hot peppers. And look down there. There's Charlie. What you doing, kitty? You can see the beans over there, the red burgundy, royal burgundy beans. I'll get it out one way or the other. Those have gone nuts. Those are the pole beans over there. Look at how big those beans are. I got to pick them today. And then I also got some beans there that I got to pick. The beans have been doing good. It's everything else like this. This is doing fantastic over here. The beans as well as the tomatoes. However, when you come around the corner here, you see my cucumbers are dying. I don't know what it is. Just a bad year for me for cucumbers. Those beans are doing fabulous. The peppers over here and the tomatoes are doing fantastic. I don't have any blight in here so far. And I am going to pick some of these because, I might let them get, I'll pick this one. These are doing really good. Let me get that off there. Come on. I need my little scissors. Can't do this one-handed too well. There. I'll leave the rest of them get a little bit bigger. You can see down there, I got my green peppers. They're doing good. Look at the size of them. Beautiful in there. This one's doing good. Needs a little more light. I need to get that staked back, that plant, tomato plant. This one is doing good, except I don't know. There it is. There we go. See, I'll let that get a little bit bigger. I just got the one here. But I got to do some work and do some staking on these. My cucumbers over here, they're doing okay. I wouldn't say, and these produce very little. Very little. See the cucumbers over here? Not too good. Not too good. But my zucchini, that's going strong. Take a look down here. That's doing really good. I got 2 of them on there that I can pick. There we go. I'll put those up at the stand with the others. But yeah, the zucchinis are doing good over here. Cucumbers, not so good. See the cucumber plants? I just don't understand it. Even my nasturtiums in there aren't doing good. We have had a lot of water. And it goes from one extreme to the other. It's just really dry. And then there's a lot of water. And then it's really dry again. And I just think that it's hindered a little bit in the garden. So, but that's all right. We're going to go around front and I'm going to show you the market stand. Oh my, is it ever hot out here. First off, my sign. My neighbor's making me a new sign. She's painting it on wood. It's going to be just beautiful. All right, so these I'm going to put right here. You can see that I got those there. Those sell really, really good. There. I just keep them out here that way. If I want one, I come get one, but normally they sell pretty good. Peppers in there. I gotta price the hot peppers. And the beans are gonna go in the house because I'm gonna show you in a minute. Oh, I got out here. I'm gonna slide this over. I don't know if you can see my bill on the corner. Okay. I'll get the camera and I'll show you. Okay, I've got dill over there in the corner. That's some of my onions, and I got Egyptian onions. I got all my summer squash there. And this is a lot of my dehydrated spices and goodies that I got there for sale. And my granddaughters are selling little butterflies. And I've got those snacks that are left from the bake sale, which they're still good, and they've been selling like crazy. I've got, on this side, I've got a bouquet of my sunflowers that sell. I got a nice big 5-quart pail of potatoes that I'm selling. And then little 1-quart bags of potatoes. And then the cucumbers are in that little bin. And then I got a sign down here that says more in the fridge. You know, more produce and baked goods in the fridge. And then on my refrigerator here, if you can see it, I've got all kinds of writing. I wrote all the prices on the refrigerator with a dry erase marker. So I can, you know, wipe it off and what have you. Okay, you can see I got green beans. I got green beans, eggs, and kale up in there. I got a big rutabaga down here that's in there. And then right here, I've got fresh baked brownies. And those are selling like hot bread. And then I bake bread almost every day, but sometimes it don't sell at the end of the day. I stick it in the freezer here, and people are buying it out of the freezer too. So this is doing good for me here. And then I've got a little bit of campfire wood out here on the outside. But if you look in there, it's doing pretty good. And I put different stuff out there, you know, and I just keep it interesting. People love the beans, the cucumber. They love everything out here. It usually gets wiped out by the end of the day, except for the patty pans. People don't understand what those are. They never seem to buy them too well. But patty pans are delicious. And those of you who don't know what patty pans are, I've got 2 kinds. I've got Peter pans right here. Let me put this up. I've got 2 kinds of these. I got Peter pan, and then I've got patty pan. They're pretty much the same, but these are delicious when they're this size. This size is a little too big. This size is good for dehydrating and using for soup or chopping up into stir fry. But this size and this little size here, these are perfect for hollowing them out and using them for stuffing. Oh my God, you stuff them just like you would green peppers. and they're delicious. But I almost need to put a sign. Look at me, I'm a hot mess, I'm sweating to death. I need to put a sign up there above them explaining what you can do with them, and maybe include a couple recipes over there, because those are good. They're delicious. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to take the beans into the house because I am going to can those. I unplugged my pond because I had to plug the refrigerator in. And bless my daughter's heart. Oh yeah, that pond is nasty. Oh, I got to get a thing in there. It's full of mosquito larvae. I got my little bricks that I put in there for the mosquitoes. So that's what I'll do. I'll put it in there and it'll be fine. Maybe I get another extension cord hooked to that and I'll turn that back on because it does really nice. And look at this great big branch that fell. Look at this. Oh, right on my onions. Look at that thing. I'll burn that in the fire pit. See it? That thing's huge. I fell out of the tree. That would have knocked somebody senseless if it would have landed on them. Anyway, everything is doing pretty good. My cucumbers, I'm stumped. I have no idea, but it's just like every year, I don't care how much of a master gardener you are, how good your soil is, you just seem to have one thing every year that doesn't do well. Last year for me was Brussels sprouts. This year, it's cucumbers. So anyway, with that being said, friends, I've got a lot of stuff I've got to do. I've got to go get more eggs. Not get more eggs. I got some eggs in my refrigerator. I got to take about 3 dozen in my house refrigerator. I got to transfer out to there because I sold them all last night. And I got a few more things to do. I've been so busy. My videos have been kind of hit and miss, but bear with me. It's just busy, and next week is going to be none. Next week or the week after, the 2 weeks. My mother is going in on the 5th of August to have her hip replacement done. And I'm going to take a couple weeks off and help her through that because she's coming back home. She's not going to a nursing home. I just won't have it. I want her at home, and I'll take care of her, and then she'll have the nurse come in and help out. But I don't want to do that to her. She wants to be at home, and that's where she's going to be. As long as there's a breath in my body, my mother will never be in a nursing home. So I'm going to take a couple weeks off. I love you guys to death. I just have a ball doing this YouTube and sharing all my life with you. But I need 2 weeks off. I got to take care of Mama. She comes first. So after that, we'll get right back into the swing of things. And if I can, sneak a video in here and there, if I got time, by gosh, I will. Might be at my mom's house. Maybe we'll do a walk around in her yard. But for that matter, it's going to be tight the next 2 weeks. So just bear with me. And after that, I will be back. So for now, I've got a lot of work to do. And if you live anywhere near me, come on over to my market stand. I got all kinds of goodies on there. I'll give you good deals. All right, friends. You have a good day, and thanks for watching.